Today I'm sharing my morning intermittent fasting routine as a nutritionist. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's in nutrition human performance, and today's video is also sponsored by Element. More on them in a bit. Now to start off my morning, I actually do wake up fairly early, usually around 5:30 a.m. But honestly, because it is summer now, it is pretty easy to do. It's not as difficult as like during the fall when it's really dark out and it feels like you're waking up in the middle of the night. Now I like to wake up pretty early because I like to fit a lot in during my morning before I start to work. And all of this is during my fasted state. So of course I brush my teeth, change into my gym clothes, and then I immediately drink some water. I also usually like to add in a bit of electrolytes at this point because when you are fasting, it's really easy to lose a lot of water and electrolytes. And when you have low electrolytes, it can cause things like headache and low energy and muscle fatigue, obviously all the things that I don't want. So at this point, I'll either add in some sea salt or I'll use a packet of the unflavored Element. But I typically like to use the Element after my workout, which we'll get into in a bit. And I always leave my water out where I can see it because especially at 5:30 in the morning, it's pretty easy to just like go on autopilot and forget to do something as basic as drinking water. But before I go to the gym, I go on a quick maybe 800 step walk, which I have a Fitbit. So my walks are counted as like number of steps, not number of blocks. But I take my dog out with my husband for about an 800 to 1,000 step walk, which walking during the fasted state is really helpful for not only helping the body to tap into fat burning, because walking is a lower intensity exercise, so it does help the body to stay in more of that fat burning state. But I've also found that it's so helpful to get a walk in before a workout because walking helps to warm up my muscles as well. So it can help to just make me feel a little bit more loose and ready to work out and help prevent an injury. So after we've taken our dog out for a walk, put her back inside and head out to the gym. So at this point, it's around maybe 5:50 or 5:55. Still in a completely fasted state. And for the longest time, we have worked out at our house or have gone in phases of going to the gym or working out at our house. Lately, we've been liking going to the gym just because we are focusing on slightly heavier weights, which we don't have access to at our house. And I've also liked the motivation of just being around other people working out. It kind of gets me like hyped up to work out as well. And from an intermittent fasting standpoint, working out in a fasted state helps to take advantage of the naturally higher growth hormone levels during that fast. And growth hormone is really muscle protective, but it also helps the body to primarily use fat as fuel. So stay in that steady energy level while also protecting my muscles. So after the gym, we drive home and it's around 7 a.m. at this point. So I get my water boiling and I grind my coffee. And then once I pour it in and let it steep, this is when I go to take a shower. But also if my workout was particularly sweaty or really more intense, this is when I'll also add in the Element, which is an amazing electrolyte company that's also today's sponsor. With both fasting and exercise, you do tend to lose a lot of water, as well as electrolytes, particularly in the form of sodium. And I like to use the unflavored Element during my fast because it doesn't contain any sugar, any carbohydrates, so there's no possibility of it breaking a fast. Plus, it actually contains the magnesium, the sodium, the potassium to help achieve that electrolyte balance after exercising and fasting. And Element comes in a ton of different flavors. There's still zero sugar, and some of my favorite options are the lemon habanero. That one's really good. Same as the mango chili. They also have their limited release grapefruit salt that's out right now. That one I like stock up on whenever they come out with it because it's only a summer flavor and it's amazing. And right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order. So it's 8 single serve packets of Element for free with any order. It's a great way to try out the 8 different Element flavors so you can see which one you really like. You can get yours at drinkelement.com/autumn. It's only available through my link, so make sure you go to drinkelement.com/autumn. Okay, so going back to my shower, because this is also where I have like a weird little thing that I do. I like to start off with the first half cold and then the second half hot. I know a lot of you guys were interested in that method because you've seen people talk about doing hot then cold. I know there's a lot of different theories out there, but I just know personally I would not be able to go from being really warm and cozy to then immediately getting cold. So to help get some of the benefits of the cold and knowing that I'll still do it this way, I do cold then hot. And there are fat burning perks for taking a cold shower. You guys might have seen like Wim Hof. He talks a lot about the cold baths or the ice plunges and how it can activate brown fat and essentially help to raise the metabolism. But honestly, the main reason I do it is because I found it's really helpful for my anxiety levels. To each their own, but I've found for myself doing something hard first thing in the morning, like a really hard workout or taking a cold shower where it's just physically uncomfortable, helps to kind of like mentally prepare myself for something that might be mentally difficult later in the day. So by then, coffee is ready. The timer is going off and I am very excited for my coffee. Now you guys know I love keto coffee, but lately I've been actually really liking using just plain old heavy cream. And I'll make this into either whipped cream with vanilla extract. I did a video on this recently that I'll have linked down description below if you guys want to check that out. Or if I'm just, feeling a little lazy, I just add in about a tablespoon of heavy cream and call it a day. So this is where I've switched from more of a true fast approach where you're not having anything other than water and electrolytes and you get the full spectrum of the intermittent fasting perks to more of a fasting mimicking approach for the remainder of my fast. I like using this combination approach in the morning with intermittent fasting because you do get the benefits of the true fast while also getting just a little boost of satiety and just, in my opinion, a more enjoyable coffee while still staying in a fat burning state. And I know this concept can be a little confusing and there's a lot of information out there on intermittent fasting and what breaks a fast. I do have a full blog post that breaks down the difference between these two and when you might want to use one over the other. I'll also have that link down description below. That's a really great resource, especially if you're just confused on how these two different types of fasts work. So while I drink my coffee, it's around 8 a.m.-ish and I call this my education hour. So from 8 to 9 before I actually start work, I sip on my coffee, have some more water, and I either do something like Sudoku just to get my mind going, or I'll read some of the latest nutrition studies, or you guys saw in recent videos, I'm learning to garden. So I'll read like my gardening books. Just a good time to kind of relax, but still get my brain stimulated and ready for the day. And then around 9 a.m. I go to my at-home office and I start work for the day. And then still technically in the morning, I do tend to break my fast around 10:30 a.m., which I also have my apple cider vinegar sipper or ACV sipper. But if you want more of the details of what I actually eat in a day of intermittent fasting after my morning routine, you can check out this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love the science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right guys, thanks so much for tuning in and I'll see you in my next video.